Hello, crafty friends. Happy Saturday. Thanks for joining us today. We're excited to be here, ending another week.
Yes.
And also excited about World Card Making Day. It
Happy
is
World
today.
Card Making Day.
I know. I hope you guys are sitting down at your craft desk, making some cards, and most importantly, sending them out into the world to share joy. So happy World Card Making Day. We're actually here today to talk about our release next week and give you, our fans of Tailored Expressions, the earliest sneak peek at what's coming. And we're going to go through the products and show you some samples and just have a little chat today. So we also wanted to say that this particular release, we are preparing for some exciting things next week with our Stamp Joy event. We have lots of people coming into town, so safe travels to all of you who are making your way to the Des Moines area to join us for Stamp Joy next week. And this particular release, because we're sort of in the busy time of getting that event underway, we have curated a smaller collection for you for this week. And those of you that are not joining us, hopefully you love shopping with these new products. And those of you that are, we will see you soon. So let's take a look at what we have coming your way on Tuesday. So this is called Petal Party, a whole garden in one stencil. And if you joined us at the Scrapbooking Cards Today event a couple of weeks ago, then you will recognize the Petal Party products, and you might already have them in your stash. So these items were previously offered to the group of people who took our class at Scrapbooking Cards Today event, and they're now available for all of you to add to your collection and to use throughout the year. So we have one other special offer for you happening this week. Starting on Tuesday, we will be offering 30% off of all of our calendars.
I'm excited about this.
Calendars are a big deal at Tailored Expressions.
Yep.
We have tear-off calendars, we have landscape and portrait desk calendars, we have even shaped calendars. You can get our arched calendar, which is laser cut in an arch shape. So
That one's my favorite.
I love that one.
I'm so drawn to the arches this year, so I feel like I go there.
It makes the perfect desktop display for a gift, and that's why we're offering this now, so you can get an early start on your holiday gifts if you want to be giving calendars. Now is your chance for 30% off. So let's start taking a look at the collection. It all starts with this stencil, and it is one of our large stencils. We have a couple others in our collection that are similarly designed. They are called perennial scenes and quilt squares, and they create these 6 different pieces of artwork. This one is called Petal Party. So you can see it has a little bit more cutesy looking flowers. There's a flower arrangement in a vase, the stems, the artwork that's held within that square shape. So I think these are super fun and easy to incorporate in calendars, because after you blend the 4 layers, you can simply cut out the squares, and they are designed to fit on several of our calendar products. So let's take a look at one set of samples first. Heather created these beautiful calendar pieces and a coordinating card. So you can see that this artwork can be used in both ways. This is our landscape desk calendar. We even have a desktop stand that you can set these in and display them on a desk.
I like to give that when I'm giving a gift too, that desk display. It's so nice.
It does kind of tie it all together for the recipient, so they have exactly what they need to display this throughout the year, and it's just the gift that keeps on giving. So they can think of you every time it's time to switch to a new month, and they get to pull out a new piece of artwork. So a super fun way to gift. So you can see that Heather just cut these out and placed them on our scalloped square, which we'll talk about a little bit later. And you can do these in lots of different colors and just make a whole year's worth of flowers.
I love it when she does toffee.
She does amazing things with toffee, right? So yeah, I do love the blending on the toffee cardstock, and another fun card using some of our add-on products that we'll talk about here as well. So that is the Petal Party stencil. And then, of course, you guys who follow along with Tailored Expressions are familiar with our Petal Party foilet, or at least our foilets in general, and this is the one that coordinates with the Petal Party stencil. So it has the alignment squares to line those up, and then you can foil the artwork. There are 2 different versions here. You get 3 of this version and 2 of this one. And we have some really pretty cards that were designed using the foilets as well. Let's take a look at first a calendar piece. I love this bright design from Jill Hawkins, and you can see she used the foilet on that cute little panel. This is a great way to use our square tear-off calendars as well. Since it matches the size of the artwork and fits perfectly on that landscape, you can even put that in the desktop display stand. And then instead of changing the artwork, the recipient just has to tear off the month that's finished and continue on with their calendar. So super fun way to gift calendars in that way as well. And then we have a few other samples using the foilet here. Let me show you these that Susan created. I gotta hold them up to the light just right so that you can see those beautiful details.
Am I seeing popsicle?
You are. That's one of our newer colors, popsicle, in the background. I can't stop using it.
I know.
I've been pairing it with everything. It's a new favorite. So I love seeing this color combination, which I will bring up. One other thing that we've done with this release is create some curated ink bundles for you guys. If you're wondering what would look good with this particular stencil, we have this ink bundle, and this ink bundle features these 8 colors. It's available in both full-size and mini ink cubes, so a great way to start trying out some of the Tailored Expressions inks and knowing that you have just what you need to create something that looks just like these beautiful cards that Susan made.
I really enjoy that combo.
It is. It's very springy and bright.
Yes. It's happy.
And I have one other that I want to show you that Susan made some beautiful cards to show off this ink bundle as well as the foilet and some of our other new products. So really pretty cards. This one leans a little bit more towards fall, I think, with that sour gummy color in there. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that ink bundle. Again, you can grab this in full size or mini ink cube. And there are 2 colors per layer of stencil. So there are 4 layers of stencil, and I have laid them out here. You would start with the light and move to the dark for a dimensional blend, and do that similarly with all the rest of the pairings. So 8 different ink colors in those bundles, and you know that they will look great with that Petal Party stencil. So super fun samples. Thank you, Susan, for those. All right, let's take a look at a few of the die sets that we made to go with this collection. This one is called Petal Party, and this does not cut out the blended imagery. Instead, it has the same styling as the imagery does, and you can use it to build flower arrangements. You've got some stems, and the vase that's also featured in the blended artwork is available as a die set. So those of you that love building die cut cards, this set is for you. You can even die cut and pop some of these die cut pieces onto your blended artwork. That looks great too. You can see how Heather used the blended piece here and then added some of the die cuts off to the side. So lots of different options. Susan did the same on this one where she's got her blended piece and then a few of the little flowers grouped down at the bottom. So this set just gives you even more opportunity to add to that stenciled piece, or you can use it on its own as well. Let's take a look at this card from Jill Hawkins. Isn't that bright and happy?
Is this Emily's?
I thought it was Jill. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Both had such bright color, but I love this one.
I know. I love the white on white as well. You can see how she stamped that with the pinstripe in the background and then 2 different dotted embossing folders, and that just adds so much dimension along with her foam tape to really add each layer. So there's that one. And then this one from Susan, she used that vase to create this cute little arrangement of flowers in pots across the card. I think that turned out super cute too. And you'll notice that she used the same color combination from our ink bundle in cardstock version over here. So very fun. That's the set of Petal Party dies.
I love the style of those flowers.
And then you've seen this a lot with these samples. This is called All Planned Out 4. Our All Planned Out series, this is one of a series, so we have 3 that came before this. This actually plans your layout for you. So we have that large piece that layers onto an A2 card base. We have the square here that cuts out the blended artwork. And then this is the scallop that you've been seeing lots of the design team members use. There are also little tags in here, some strips of paper that you've seen throughout the cards as well. So this is All Planned Out 4. And even if you're not using this particular artwork, just a really great layout option to have. So we have a couple of different samples here. This is Emily. I love her color combination on there. That's really fun. And then there's that stitched rectangle in the background. And then you've got the scalloped square with the plain square that cuts out the artwork. So she's included a lot of those pieces in there. Let's take a look at another one from Lori. So similarly laid out with that scallop in the top portion, and then she has remembering you today and sharing in your sorrow. That's a beautiful sympathy sentiment. So you can see also some of those other pieces that were used on projects. Susan created a strip cardstock border for the bottom of her card.
Ooh.
And you can turn your layout. So this one that I've already shared from Heather, she turned her square to the side and made a horizontal card. So you can use that both directions. And it also works great on the calendar. So here's this one again this one's from Lori, and this features our portrait desktop calendar. So the landscape is what Heather used, and then the portrait here from Lori. Very fun. Okay, we're down to our last few items. Just a couple of supply items to add on to your collection. You guys know we love our insiders, so if you're planning to use this artwork for cards, these are going to be your friend. They've got several sentiments that will go great with that same artwork. It says, "I hope this note brightens your day. You are simply the best. Sending love and hugs your way. If friends were flowers, I'd pick you." So you get 3 each of those 4 insiders in that pack, and those can be foiled because they are toner printed. And then for those of you, hopefully all of you that love sending your cards out, we have our Petal Party designer envelope seals. I'll open this up. You're going to get 10 envelope seals in this pack. And I love how these were designed with a foiled element, so that kind of looks shiny. It's not actually foil on the sticker, but it looks like shiny, like foil. So you have the vase, and then you have this little grouping of flowers. So those are the 2 different ones, and you get 5 of each in that set. So there you have it, the Petal Party release. Let's come back to everybody, and we will say our farewell for today. So thank you guys for joining in. That was fun.
Yeah.
I can see myself using Petal Party
Me
a
too.
lot.
I know.
So
It's going to become a staple for all of us.
Yes, I'm excited to make some calendars with it, and I hope you guys tune in on Tuesday. I will be live crafting along with you, so join us 10 a.m. on Tuesday. And I'm going to show you a whole year of calendars that I've blended. So come back for that. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.